Now, one more thing about eighth notes. When eighth notes are by themselves, they have a flag on the stem. You have the note head, you have the stem, and they have a little flag on it. When they're together, they're grouped, when there's more than one, whether it's two or a group of more, they're grouped together in twos usually, and they use a beam across the top of them. So that's what you'll see when that beam is. You may be confused about what that might be. Those are just eighth notes tied together. Somebody figured out 150 years ago that when you have a bunch of eighth notes in a row, it's kind of difficult to read them when they have all those flags. So they just beam them together, makes it a little bit easier to read. So let's go through some of the eighth note exercises in your book. Let's look at eighth note exercise number 1. That's on your first E string. Remember we talked about down, up when we get to the eighth notes? Let's play. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Now next note, F. Down, up, down, down, back to E. Down, down, up, down, 2. Got it? See how those downs and ups work? Now that really only applies when it's of the note of the same pitch, when you have a bunch of the same note in a row. Now you'll find out really quickly as we go through these exercises, as you're jumping strings and stuff, you really can't hold true to that down and up alternating pattern all the time. It just doesn't work out that way. Your brain will figure that out pretty quickly. But only when you have notes of the same pitch on the same line that you start doing alternating, you'll be a little bit faster doing it that way. Let's do a couple more. Exercise number 2. This one starts on second string, first finger, C. Ready? Play. Rest. Now up to G. And down these notes. Alternating your picking with each one. And rest. Good. Okay, we're going to do exercise 4 now. Okay, I'm going to do it a little bit faster, so you try and do the best you can. Ready? Go. Two, 3, 4. And that's how eighth notes work. Now let's learn a few more notes. Okay, let's talk about the notes on the third string. Remember what the name of that third string is? That's your G. Okay, G is open, and that's will be our first note. The second line on your music notation is a G. That's this third string open. The next note we have is our second finger. This is our first second finger note we've had. This is an A, second space up. Make sure you're fretting the note nice and close to that fret, not on the fret, right back. So we have G, and we have A. You play with me, G, and now A. Very good. Let's add those to our other notes. We've got G and A, and now let's do B, C, and D on the next string. B, C, D. On the next string, we've got E, F, and G. E, F, and G. Can you go backwards? Can you go backwards the other way? G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. Very good. Let's do 1 or 2 of these third string exercises. Let's do the first one. Number 1. You ready? Starts on a G, third string open. Ready, play. G, 2, now an A, 2, then 3 G's. 1, 2, now A, make good contact with that A, and back to G. Great. Let's go to number 2. Throw in some eighth notes on it. Ready, play.